Okay, good morning students. Welcome to another lecture of Learning R. So today is day 15 and we will continue our last lecture where we have done some data manipulation on data set which is your NYC flight 13, which is having your data for 2013 from New York airport. So let's see what else we can do or what other functions are there that we can use for data manipulation in your data set. So there is a function arrange. It is an operation or it is an operator which allows to arrange the data set based on a variable we desire. So it is basically arranging like descending or ascending order. You can arrange your data. So let's see how it works. Before working on this arrange data or arrange function, we need to install a package. Let's see. So this is the install package dplyr. Okay, and then we need to install it. So it is running now. Okay, so now it is installed, and then we have to call it from library dplyr, and then it is okay. So now we have a function arrange. We are using the my data, the data set which we have declared in the last lecture, and then we are arranging it on the basis of year, day, and month. So let's see. Okay, so it is getting arranged by year, month, and day, and whatever. If you want to select any other column first or column second, then you can also change it. Let's suppose if you want to give here month, and then here let's suppose there is okay, and then let's suppose you are putting this in. Okay, now from here you can also only display this data, but once you put in this in one variable, then you can also save it, and then you can just print on it. So now you can print it, or otherwise you can see from here also. So it is every year, month, day. Alright. So now let's see what else we can do with here. We can also arrange this data in the descending order. Arrange this data into descending order. So for that there is a function or a DESC. That function we will use, and we will see how to use it. Must first put that data into a variable as descending, and then we will just copy paste this. Arrange my data, and then my data, and then you want that data in according to descending order on the basis of your year. So here DESC, let's see we are getting here. Okay, now this is the descending. It's on the basis of year 2013. Okay, we won't be able to recognize it because there is only 1 year 2013. So let's do it for month also, or day also. Let's see. So here you are getting on the basis of month, they are arranged in the descending order, and on the basis of day also they are getting arranged in the descending order. Alright. Or you can do the same thing with ascending order. You just have to type the code word for ascending. So this DESC is your for DESC for descending, or and AESC is for, I think AESC is for ascending. Let's try it. You can see. Okay, there is an error for AESC. So there is no function as AESC. I just checked. So if you want to put the data in ascending order, you just have to put the arrange. So by default, arrange is putting your data in an ascending order. But if you want to do it in descending order, then you have to use this function. Okay. And what else we can do? We can also, yeah, one more thing. If from your data there is something is missing, then the number is blank. Then if you are arranging them in descending order, then whatever the blank value will be put at the bottom of the table or bottom of the data. So वो बीच में कहीं नहीं आएगा. That will be at the end of the table. What else we can do? We can also use the select function. Select function is used to select a specific column from your dataset. How are we gonna use it? We just have to type it as, create a variable. Let's suppose calendar we are using, and then we are using select, and then we are using my data, the same thing you are using my data. Alright, so now what you are doing here is you are selecting these many columns from the data. So let's try to run it. You are getting calendar. See, from the data which you have here, you have multiple columns here, but since you have given the code for selecting only these many columns, your year, day and month, so only you are able to see only 3 columns. Alright, now what else we can do? We can also select the range of columns. We can also select the range of columns, and we can create another variable calendar cal2, and we put it here as select, and then just copy it, and then let's see how many columns you want to select from year to. This is the column is used for selection. So let's see you want added delay, level delay. Okay, so let's see what is the issue in it. So there is no issue, and then cal2 is ready. So we are selecting the column from year to added delay. Okay, so this is the method to select range of columns. Alright, so and now suppose let's suppose you have a requirement that where you do not want one particular column. So what you can do is you can use the negation sign, or you can use the exclamation mark. Let's suppose you don't want the columns from year to arrival delay, so you just have to use minus sign, and then just close the bracket, and let's see if we are able to put it here, cal3. So yeah, so apart from all those columns, the rest of the columns will be there. The same thing can be done by using the exclamation mark. Right, see, same results you are getting. Now you can also look for the data that have specific starting word or ending word or contains. So you can start with start. You can create a start with function. I mean, it is also always there, starting with the function. So you can just put whatever you want to check. Let's suppose you want to check month. I don't think month will be. It will search for month because it is the name of the column. But let's see what it does. See, object month not found, so we have to give the number. Starts with 40. Let's see. Make it match. 10 and 40 not found. So let's see. Alright, so the error was with I was not using the name of the data. So here I've replaced it by my data. So yeah, I've created a variable cal4, and we're selecting from my data, the database or the dataset which we are using, and then from that database we are selecting all the columns which are named, which are starting with DE. So here you can see in the data, if you run it, cal4, so all the data, all the columns that are starting with name DE, so all these columns will be displayed here. Okay, so the same thing you can do with ends with. So let's see ends with, if there is anything. So there is nothing for that using an ends with. Let's see column, or you can see ME. Then we can use it. ME. Run it. So there are 5 columns that are ending with ME. Same wise, contains option can also be used. You can also use the function of renaming in this. So how do you rename this data? Or you can also use the renaming function for data set. So if you want to change the name of a column, and you can do here from here also. So the name function is rename underscore my data, and then if you want whatever the name that you want to give, that will be coming first. So if you want, let's suppose there are certain columns. Suppose you want to, for year you want to give it as a, for day you want to change the case of the day. Alright, so let's see. So day is equivalent to day. Let's see if there is something. So there is an error. Okay, so I think this is a signal. The column day cannot exist. You just have to put the column, I guess. Okay, it's still saying. It is still saying an error has occurred. So the column that we are using is day, and then we are replacing it with same one. Let's see, for example, no, actually this is my mistake. So the name, the first thing that you are doing is this is the new name that you want to give, and this is the old name. So this is the old name day, and you want to change it to same one. Alright, let's see now. Yeah. So as you can see here, the name of the day is changed to same one. The column day is changed to same one. You can change it to something else. Day underscore time. You can do the same thing. See, day underscore time. The name of the column has changed. So just remember, the first thing will be the new name, and the second thing will be the old column name. So these are the few manipulations that you can do with your data. So I hope you have liked it. I'll see you in the next video.